Hello again. It's now Monday morning, start of the week, so we've got loads of enthusiasm, dying to get stuck into this. I was even thinking about coming in yesterday, but not thinking that hard about it. So I want to finish this off, get the thermal board running down the bottom, get those bits done, and then in the downstairs bathroom, we've just got this wall to do, which shouldn't take long. So I think I've got too much thermal board, but I can always take it back. Right, now let's get started. Right, that's just about all the kitchen done. So I've moved into the bathroom. This wall here needs thermal boarding. This goes to the next door, and this goes to the hallway, so that's all right. So the ceiling's been dropped down because they're originally quite high. I've just pulled the rehab pipes out. So hopefully I'll be able to, I hope there's enough room so I can get the new 22mm pipes in there. So I thought I'd have a go at pulling these waste pipes out because they're too small. We need to go 40mm. So most of this, everything's, I don't know what's supporting the building, because it looks like there's a big, it's just all coming out. It's like sand holding it together. So there's a bit of new cement where they've done a bit of remedial work. So I think I'll take that brick out, and it all just crumbles out. If I can get this all the way out to the outside, tap it out, and then I can just enlarge the hole slightly, get the 40mm in, but I think I'll have to build this up. Can't leave it like that. Right, these are both loose now. I think that's the outside of the wall. There's not a lot left in there. So I should be able to pull them out from the outside and then just make the hole slightly bigger, carefully, and put some 40mm pipes through, and then fill this in, because that's not good having a big void like that. Especially as the wall's so dry, it's just like sand when you pull it all out. So yeah, we'll put something in there, put some cement in it and make it tidy up a bit. I've got to dig around here. It's probably going to be similar because we're going to have to replace this pipe as well. Right, this is where the two copper pipes came out. So I think the hole's big enough to get the two 40mm pipes out, and then we can cement up afterwards. It's just going to go into the hopper, down to the drain. Well, it's 4:30 now, and the smoke alarm's been going on and off. I keep pressing the silence. I've turned the socket off that powers them, but they've obviously got backup batteries. We're getting further. I think what I'll do is just a bit at the end of each day, and then that way I can go home and have a shower. I can't start too early. This thermal board, it's all in, apart from there's a bit that goes there, but we're going to get this gas pipe checked, see what it's for. And then there's a couple of cheeks, just normal plasterboard. I need to get some sills for the top of that, and the timber that goes round, so I might sort that out tomorrow. And I need to get the pipes. Once we get the pipes in, we can get the floor back down, and it's just going to make everything look a lot better. And it'd be a nice place to work. I need to get all this rubbish cleared, it's just getting a mess. So that's it for today. Be back again tomorrow. Right, Tuesday morning, first job is to fix the Henry. Whole thing, it gets abused, but the problem seems to be where the cable reel rotates, there's connectors that join onto these, and yeah, it's just caked. So I've given them a clean and a wipe, got some dirt off them, and hopefully that'll work okay now, because I do need it. Can't have that smoke alarm going on all the time. I'll put Henry back together again, and poor Henry's a bit old. I think what I'll do, keep that that with me. Right, I'm still drilling through the wall. It is getting there, but it's just it's taking its time. It's the bits gets really hot when the drill gets hot, because I have to give it a break every now and then. Right, if we go back next door again, I've just started thermal boring the exterior wall. There's a piece to go on the bottom, but I've still got to get the pipes. There's loads of, I've got to fill that void up in there, and I want to take this out as well. So I'm propping this up with a bit of timber, so I can get the sides, and that way I can get onto the do the cheeks as well, either side. But what I've noticed, which isn't good news, we've got extremely soft. Sorry, I just got a call coming through. Yeah, extremely soft. They're rotten, they are. Yeah. Well, they didn't look too bad, but oh. So they're going to have to come out. And bear in mind, we've got woodworm down this side. I think it might be worth taking it all up and putting some ply down. I'll speak to the owner just to see what they say. Yeah, it's not looking good in here. This is. Oh. Yeah, I think we need to do a bit more digging around here. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not good. Right. Whilst waiting for the drill bit to cool down, I'll just put a bit of filler in the joints. Just a rough layer. I've only gone down so far because these haven't been fixed yet. They still got to come off the electrician. But they're on, they're good. So I've just made a list of all the timber I need. So I might as well get that done. That'll tidy that up. The pipe's all coming. That's going to get delivered Thursday, or Tuesday now. So I'll just carry on with the bits and pieces, boring the hole, tidying up, sorting out, getting it all ready so I can get the pipes on Thursday. Good morning, it's Wednesday morning, back on site. We're still doing the townhouse. It was all getting a bit, every room seemed to be a bit upside down, so I've just put the flooring back down here. I'm waiting for the pipes and materials to arrive from the merchants, but it's Wednesday, they're not due to arrive Thursday. It could be Thursday later on in the day. So what I'm doing is I'm having a bit of a clean up because it's just getting too messy. I'm just going to put the like the plywood back down on the floor. It's 2 minutes to get it back up again, but it's just going to make working around it much easier. I'm doing material order for the timber around the windowsills, in the downstairs bathroom. After finding the rot on the floor, I've got to clear this out and pull the floor up and see how. I know that joist has gone in the corner, so I'm going to see what's what and how far we need to go. I need to order the bricks to fill the hole that's behind that bit of thermal board that's not fitted. These 2 sheets of thermal board need to go back. There's I over-ordered that. I need to bag that, get rid of it. It's piles like this, they just get bigger, and before you know they're just unmanageable. There'll be a couple of bags there. Give it a quick hoover, then I can lift the floor up. It's quite messy under there, so I might have to give that a clean out. The hole is coming along. We've still got a bit further to go. I'm just going to give this a bit of a clean up, give it a hoover. It's just horrible working in this. I've got my suit that I put on, so it goes over your head. The dust is awful, but we've got Henry working again, so Henry's, I'll just leave Henry on when we're boring a hole, and it sucks up a lot of the dust, and it's stopped the alarms, the smoke alarms from going on. So yeah, just to give it a bit of a tidy up, I can bag all this. We're getting quite a collection of rubbish now. So I think what we need to do is, there's a guy with a van who comes and collects all the rubbish. For some reason, there's loads of old guttering and downpipe on the garden bit in front of the Mighty Micra. That needs to go. So he's coming to collect that, so I'll get him to take all this with him as well. Just make it a bit tidier and messier, it just looks a bit sloppy. Right, the hole, I mean that is quite a big hole. What I decided to do, rather than go and buy loads of bricks, brick it back up, what's in that wall is a lot worse than what's going back in it. So I'm going to make some sand and cement, and I'm going to sort of fill it with these bits rather than dumping those and then buying more. I'll put the pipes in. I'll go near the edge and I'll sort the rest out from outside, but not today because it's a bit wet today. It's not the best. We're almost through on the hole. I've been persevering. I think we've got about 80 mil left to go. So I've got to slow down a bit. We should get through the granite. That's a big piece of granite that I've been going through. That was probably about 40 mil in, and we're 440 millimeters thick, the wall. So almost all of it has been granite. But I should think 20 mil before we get to the end should be surrender. I've put the carpet down. I've just roughly put it back down. I've just put the flooring back down, giving it a bit of a clean up. I've got a list for all the bits I need. I thought I might as well get the insulation as well. Get it all delivered. So I've just been writing on the wall. Right, get sand some cement made up. I've just put some cement and some of the old blocks, put granite back in there just to give it a bit more strength. When you look at here as well, I don't know what's holding the wall up. It's quite a big wall, and it's so sandy. When you try moving anything, it just comes out. Yeah, I pulled these floorboards up because they've had it. They're rotten, and this is the original joist, which is, yeah, it's just, there's no strength in that. That's gone all the way back. Oh, that's bad. And it looks like, which one's supporting which one? Right, it looks like this one goes back to the wall. That doesn't, yeah, it's gone as well. So what I need to do is replace that and get it somewhere where it's sitting solid, on something solid, which might be tricky. Then replace this one, but that's got to be fixed at the end somehow. Oh, it's brick wall. So I can put a bolt bearer to the wall there, or put a wall plate on it and have it tuck into that. But that's just this bit. What I want to do, I haven't had authorisation yet from the owner. I sent him a video of what's going on, so really the whole floor needs to come up. We've got a lot of woodworm. Oh, that's rotten as well. Oh yeah. Really, it could do with, the trouble is, once we pull the floor up, we're going to end up, yeah, hopefully the joists will be, well, we don't know until we see. That's once we pull the flooring up, we'll see what the state the joists are in, and then we might have to rejoist it all. Yeah, I might pull a couple up further down here and see what it's like under there. Right, Thursday morning, we just pull these boards up to see. It's just dust. The woodworm's really got hold of that. Yeah, pull those up, see what's going on with the joists into the wall, so I should be able to get a bit more access to them. I need to get the owner down here so he can have a look and see what he wants to do. Right, they've obviously realised there's a problem. That's soft. So they've put a variety of timbers on the sides. but I'd say that's quite some time ago that must have been done. Really, I'd say it needs needs new timbers in it. It needs all these ripping out. Fortunately, the floor below is suspended. That's the ceiling for the flat downstairs. But it looks like that holding the suspended ceiling is connected to the joist that needs to come out. Yeah, because on the wall I could put a 6x2 plate, a 50x150, get some good fixings into the bricks, and then I can put joist hangers on to bring the joist across. And I could possibly do the same there, but it's mainly granite. I'd be able to get some decent fixings in the granite. It's just how am I going to work in here without the floor? Yeah, interesting. I've just had the owner come round. We've had a discussion about the floor. There was only one option, but I wanted to see him. I couldn't just go ahead and do it without speaking to him first. So this joist seems to be all right, but I won't know until I get to it. So what I'm going to do is start taking them out, but not too many, because I need to have something to work off. There's just a plasterboard ceiling below it, and that is supporting the plasterboard ceiling, but hopefully that one's all right. Right, it is totally, this is so, there's just no strength in it, it's gone, it's totally soft. So I'm going to have to clean all this up because I can't leave all that in there. I'm going to have to take this piece out because that's supporting the joists that are going across, and that's rotten as well. So we'll go back to wherever it's sound. So I'm just going to start making my way down, cutting it out. Then I'll put some 6x2s either side, bolt them into the wall, and then start putting the joists in. Hopefully we'll be okay when we get to here, but I'll find out more as I carry on taking it up. Yeah, amazing how that stayed up. It's just got 2 bits of 4x2 nails either side with a big bit cut out in the middle, and where the joist goes into the wall plate, it's just rotten. I don't know what this is. Oh yes, that's totally rotten as well. Right, pull that out. Eventually got through. That noise is the red arrows. It's a Battle of Britain Day or air display, whatever they call it now. Unfortunately, I broke my drill, so that's going to get a spare one. So yeah, I'm glad we're through that. That was a lot of work, and it's sort of thing you can't do it in the morning, and you don't want to do it too early because I'm covered in dust now. I just want to go over that shower. Right, I've been putting timber around the window. I've got some 25mm MDF so I can make a silverboard, and then some architrave to go around there just to finish all that off. I've picked up some handy board, a couple of sheets there, so I can do the sides of the door. I can get that done, and then I can get the sides in here done. Yeah, I've started pulling this out. I have to have it good clean before I get much further. I've got some tannalised timber and some thunderbolts, so I can bolt it to the brickwork. Right, it's now 4:20. Traffic's going to be an absolute nightmare as soon as the red arrows stop flying. So I'm leaving now to get home. Yeah, I almost forgot I had to replace the latch, as the old one, it wouldn't latch. And if you did latch it, it would just click shut and then it would be on lock, deadlock, so you wouldn't be able to get in. So yeah, this works much better now. Hello again. Back at the flat where I did the shower cubicle. So I couldn't, the plumbing wasn't working before, there was an issue with the water. So what I've done is I've pulled the front skirting off. I couldn't test it I couldn't test the drain because I couldn't get to it and there was no water. So I've got the bore scope down there and I'm just running the shower, just making sure nothing comes out. Yeah, so just so I know it's all good and all okay. What I also did as the shower was on, I sprayed the corners, make sure that nothing was going to come out of there. So I'll just sweep the bit of sawdust up and then glue the timber back on. Plumber's been stripped this down. I think he's doing something with the taps here. But one thing he's got a bit of a problem with, that's very loose. And just getting to it is unlikely to happen. What we did find, this is my way of getting the tools up and down the stairs, is in the room behind, there's an access panel, but it only goes as far as the pump. So the waste is about the tap's probably about there, and it's a solid wall, so it's not like you can easily knock a hole in it to get to the tap. Right, now that's all done, the shower, I'm putting some TGV panelling on the wall. Now I tried getting the skirting off, but it's dot and dabbed wall, and I don't know what they've used to fix the skirting on, but it's putting big holes in the wall trying to get it off. So what I'm gonna do is get this back as far as possible. It's not ideal, but I think it will blend in. I don't think you'll notice it. So the wall is totally out. I've just done a scribe mark, run the pencil up it, so I can cut that off. Then I can mark exactly where this is and put like a back bevel on it, so I can get this close to the wall. It will eventually have like a top on it, a round top. Right, that's the first piece up. I've marked the wall behind this part so I can work out where the sockets are. I've marked this socket here, so I'll just cut a hole out and the electrician can trim it up to whatever size he wants. It's all got the quick grip panel adhesive on it, and the screws are just holding it in place because it's all bowed and all over the place. So right, you can see it, the shape of the wall, it's quite wobbly. Right, get the second one in. The second one should be more difficult because it's going in between the two, but slightly lighter because it'll be a bit shorter. I've got to get a good glue joint down there. Right, that's the second part up. What I've done is there's lots of glue in the joint, and I'll run a bit of painter's mate down there afterwards, just where it's not quite square. So I've pulled in the bottom, I've just got screws holding it in place, they're just holding it onto the plasterboard. So I'm going to go and get the trim that's needed to go across the top now to finish it off, while the adhesive's going off. It's 1:30. So I'm going to have to cut rebates into the trim that goes on the top, which might take me a while. So by the time I get it and do it, I probably will have to come back Monday. Right, we've got the taking the screws out of it, and I've put, that was a bit of 50 by 25, which I've routed the edge to put a round on it, and then this is a bit of beading underneath. So that's just waiting for the glue to go off so I can give it a quick sand down. We just stopped here at the end. So now I've just got to cut some holes out so the electrician knows where his sockets are going. So there's 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it, all done. I've cut a bigger hole out for the sockets. Hopefully you have a nice weekend. It's Friday night, end of the week. See you next week.